LeClaire's lovely lifestyle. Today's video, it's all about the Miss Teen USA pageant. Were you able to watch it? Whether you agreed with me or if you disagree or if you agreed with what happened on this stage, leave those below. I would love to read them and respond to you. Today I will be discussing my review and my reaction of what happened at both the prelims and the finals. Let's get started. So make sure you watch the entire video to see both reactions and both reviews. The prelims of Miss Teen USA. I thought they did an excellent job. So they had both the Miss Teen USA contestants and the Miss USA contestants both go to the pageant together. And the pageant was held in Memphis, Tennessee in Graceland. Oh my gosh, I would love to go there. I've already made it my bucket list to go to Graceland and be able to visit the hotel there of Elvis Presley. Yeah. So get to the pageant. Miss Teen USA prelims. I absolutely loved the stage. Miss Teen USA and Miss USA, the contestants both used the same exact stage. It was beautiful for both of them.
From the soundstage at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee, it's Miss Teen USA 2020.
The Miss Teen USA pageant, how the prelims go is that they do a private interview previously with the selection committee, and then second, everything will be on stage with the activewear, evening wear, and then there'll be the finals. So during prelims, they did the opening number, which was very cute. Each one of the contestants walked out one by one, which I loved, and then there was an announcer who announced their names instead of the contestants. Usually the contestants, they announce themselves, but I loved that this year they switched it up and let the announcer say their names.
Here are the 2020 Miss Teen USA contestants. Katie Watts, Alabama. JADYN Fraser, Alaska.
With the opening number, the dresses were by Sherry Hill. They were okay, but I mean, they worked for the teens, which was very cute. They were flattering on every single one of the teen contestants. All right, the very first area competition was activewear. My favorites in activewear, I loved Oregon. Oh my goodness. So graceful, so fun on the stage. I also liked Hawaii. I loved her hair. I loved her look. She was very fit. Georgia, great fit body, along with Tennessee. Very, very fit. Also love Arkansas. My goodness, she is just drop dead gorgeous. She has such a good toned body. And that's really what you want to look for in the activewear, is seeing, are they having fun? Do they look like a teen? And then also, are they fit? And I love that it's activewear for the teenagers. It used to be swimsuit many years ago, but they switched it to the activewear, which I love. So every one of the contestants, they came out with a sports bra, leggings, and tennis shoes. The ones who really stood out, they were having fun. They owned the stage. They were not nervous at all. They just had a nice little spunk to them. A lot of the ladies, though, they rushed being on the stage. And I think that this worked against them. They were too rushed in walking. They were too rushed in posing. And a lot of them just did not feel comfortable on the stage. But the ladies that I said who stood out to me, all of them were fabulous on the stage. The second portion of prelims for the teens were the evening gowns. I loved the evening gowns. Every single one of the teens wore something that was very dress appropriate to them. I thought they looked like teens. Big advice with teens is that you want something to look like you're a teen. You don't want something too mature. And there were just a few of the contestants that did wear something that was a little mature, and especially black gowns. Black gowns, they don't look the best on teens. It's just a little too elegant, a little too mature, and there were a few who did wear black. There was Michigan, New Mexico, there was Utah. They were stunning on stage, but their gowns just didn't do it for them. I did really like Mississippi's gown. I loved that she mixed it with the pink with the black with the gown, and I think this is a great way if you do want to wear a black gown as a teen to mix it with another color, because then it helps it to be a little more teen instead of that mature look with the black gowns. If you're looking to compete, I always suggest wearing something that's a bubblegum color. So the colors that are in the big giant bubblegum ball, that's what you should wear. But my favorite gowns, ooh, I loved Hawaii's gown. She had a beautiful flower in her hair. Just really represented who she was, her culture. The yellow gown looked flawless on her. I also loved Oregon's gown. Oh my goodness, I love Oregon. I love her curly hair. As you can see, I love curly hair. Oh my goodness, she looked amazing on this stage. She just glided, her presence, her poise. She was very stunning. And I just love her too because she has curly hair. Coincidence. But other than that, she was so good. I loved her gown. I also loved Nebraska's gown. The only thing about Nebraska's gown that I would change on the top portion, it looks like they added additional rhinestones to it, which didn't really mesh with the rest of the gown because they were silver and the rest of the gown was yellow. I mean, if they did maybe yellow on the top with rhinestones, I think it would have looked better. I loved the simplicity of South Carolina's gown. I loved the white with the little bit of blue in it. It really stood out. It was very elegant and stunning on her. I loved Arkansas's and Louisiana's gowns. Those two gowns looked very similar to each other, but they looked great on both of them. They're both very long, tall, lean ladies. Amazing. They did a great job. I also like Tennessee and Georgia's gowns, but with them being Cherry Hill gowns, these gowns kind of looked a little older style than more of traditional styles that we're seeing today. And I think that's just something that took away from the gown portion this year, is that everybody had to wear a Cherry Hill instead of just going out and getting their own gown from whatever designer that they wanted. But other than that, these ladies did an amazing job. All right, on to the finals of Miss Teen USA. During the opening number for finals, I love they brought out the current Miss Teen USA, Kaylee, and she was in the first portion of the opening number. I absolutely loved that portion. The opening number, then they announced the top 16. There was a top 15 from the judges, and then the 16th choice was America's the fan choice. And so out of the top 16, I was able to correctly guess 11 out of the 16 correct for the top 16. The top 16 are Arizona, North Carolina, Oregon, Nebraska, California, Connecticut, Louisiana, South Carolina, Ohio, Georgia, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Hawaii, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Maine. In the top 16, the only two surprises to me were Connecticut and Ohio. I just did not have them in my top 15, top 16 at all, but they were stunning and they did good, and congratulations on placing at Miss Teen USA. That is an amazing accomplishment. After they announced the top 16, each one of the ladies came out and walked, and there was a bio read about them. They were in their opening number outfits, and I really enjoyed this. I haven't really seen this a lot before when they've announced the top 16, so this year this was something fresh and new that I really enjoyed.
North Carolina! Peyton is majoring in biology and plans to become an orthodontist with her own practice. This 19-year-old Cher fan is a trained singer who has performed the national anthem before hundreds of events. North Carolina!
California. She's a self-proclaimed history geek who maintained a 4.0 grade point average in high school. This 18-year-old National Honor Society officer plans to work in the public relations field after college. California.
First portion of competition for the teens. It was the active wear. Again, they're wearing a sports bra and they're wearing their leggings and tennis shoes. They were very good. The ones that really stood out to me, I really loved Hawaii. Again, very fit, very fun. I love her hair. I love her spunk. She just looked very good in her activewear. I also loved Arkansas. Oh my goodness. Again, what a toned body that she has. She just stood out to me. She looked flawless in this. And then there was Oklahoma. Oklahoma, she looked different in the competition for finals than what she did in prelims. She actually wore her hair down instead of up. And I actually really liked that, to really show who she was a lot more. I think she stood out a little more there. Another one that stood out a lot more to me in finals than they did in prelims, Nebraska. She did an amazing job. She really stood out to me. I think North Carolina and Tennessee, those two, I thought they did better in the finals than they did in prelims. Georgia, she has a great body. I really loved her in the activewear.
Oregon was my absolute favorite in the activewear. She is a light on the stage. She just owns the stage. She is very confident with herself. I love her bounce and her personality and her walk. She really did a great job.
So those were my favorites in the activewear portion.
Before the beginning of the evening wear competition for the top 16, I love that the Miss Teen USA pageant still allows every single one of the contestants to come out in their evening gowns for everyone to see. It gives a great moment for every lady who's there at the national pageant, another opportunity to just show and shine on the stage. The one thing that I would love when they bring out all the ladies in the evening wear portion before the actual competition is to take out the top 16 so we don't see their gowns. And I think this really takes away from us seeing that first impression, the awe moment of them coming out in their gowns where they've already walked out on the stage during the parade of gowns. My favorite is Oregon. I thought she was just absolutely gorgeous in that gown. Again, she just graced this stage. Hawaii, I loved the style of her gown. She worked it really well with the skirt, the train portion. She did really well there. Lastly, I loved Nebraska's gown. I guess this is the year of the yellow gowns with the trains. Each one of these ladies, the yellow looked really good on them. It's hard to wear yellow, and each one of these three ladies who wore these yellow gowns, they were perfect for their skin color, and they all moved gracefully in their gowns.
The second portion of finals for the ladies was the evening wear portion. I thought they were all very beautiful, very elegant. The gowns each one of them wore was very fitting to them. They really stood out. They were very graceful when they walked across the stage. They weren't rushed at all. They felt calm, like peace with them. The top 16 compete in activewear and evening wear, which I loved, being able to see all 16 of them compete in that. But I wish they would have taken it down to a top 10. So I would have loved if they did a top 16 in the activewear, if they did a top 10 in the gown, and then went to the top 5. But they just went directly from the top 15 to the top 5. And something that was different too is when they announced the top 5, the ladies came out and then they pulled out a question, and it was just a get to know you question during the time that they were announcing the top 5. The top 5 were Georgia, Oregon, Nebraska, Louisiana, and Hawaii.
Here they are. We start with Georgia. Hey there, Georgia. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
So we're gonna ask some questions to get to know you guys, loosen you up, so have fun with these, and we really want to get to know your personality here. Is it true you once hula hooped for 7 straight hours, and may I ask why?
It is true.
Our next finalist is Oregon. Congratulations, Oregon.
Hi.
How does it feel?
crazy. I've dreamed of this since I was 12 years old.
Oh, well, congratulations. This is an important day. Now, you're a big 80s music fan. Who's your favorite singer from that era?
Oh my goodness, it's so hard to name one. Right before I came on stage, I was listening to Queen and...
You're moving on, Nebraska. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the mentoring program that you started when you were just 12 years old.
Yeah, so from a young age, I understood the importance of mentoring.
All right, next up is Louisiana. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look amazing. Now, tell us a little bit about the father-daughter dance you once hosted.
Well, we weren't actually able to host the father-daughter dance because we had it planned for whenever COVID happened. And we're still working on getting it started up whenever COVID ends, so hopefully.
All right, here we go. Hawaii!
Amazing. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you to everybody.
Our question for you is, you attended space camp at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Do you think your generation will be the one that makes it to Mars?
I definitely think so. I
think it would have been better if they would have just announced the top 5 and only asked the top 5 then. They're kind of get to know you personality question. And then after that, then they did the top 5 questions. Top 5, there is Georgia. Oh my goodness, she is amazing. She is hearing impaired, and when she was answering these questions from the selection committee, she did a wonderful job being able to hear what they were saying or to read their lips, and she spoke very well.
Okay, so my question for you is, nearly 1 in 4 teens say they connect with their teachers less than once a week. Do you believe it's possible for distance learning to be effective despite a lack of in-person engagement?
Honestly, I can personally relate to the distant learning with my little brother. He is on the autism spectrum and he needs that social interaction.
And I loved her personal story that she talked about her brother and her life and how she really related that question to her. I loved Oregon in the top 5, but she kind of stumbled over her words. She wasn't as confident and it wasn't as fluid, and I think this is what really cost her.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My question for you is, it has been said that all politics are local. With that in mind, what law would you like to see enacted in your home state?
Something that I would absolutely love to see in my state is being able to have plastic bags be eliminated. Right now, our climate is deteriorating, and Oregon is known for having such a great climate reform.
Nebraska had her question. I think she did a wonderful job. So she was just right there in the middle for me that I really liked with her answer.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Great. If you could choose one book as a mandatory read for all teens, what would it be and why?
That would be The Possibilities Are Endless. I read this book at such a young age, learning the importance of dreaming.
Did you notice in the selection committee, one of the selection committee members was former Miss America, Nia Franklin? I thought that was amazing that they brought a Miss America to come and judge. And one of the reasons that they did this is because during the year of Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and Miss Universe, they were a trifecta of all women of color, Black women, and then Miss America was also Black. So there was 4 national title holders at the same time who were all Black, and so they got to be with each other a lot and do a lot of interviews, and I thought that was amazing that they brought Miss America on to be a judge for Miss Teen USA. Louisiana is in the top 5. She did hesitate a lot through her question and she stumbled a lot. I just don't think this showed her very best self, and I think this also caused her placement of not placing any higher at the pageant.
My question for you is, do you believe college tuition should be free for all Americans? Why or why not?
I don't believe it should be free for everyone because I think that's what makes going to college so special. Earning the scholarships, working hard, getting those grades, and that's what makes college so important and so special for the people that get to go.
There is Hawaii. She was just very fun and enjoyable to hear and speak.
Oh, how are you? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question for you is, what has experiencing a global pandemic taught you about life?
Well, of course, this global pandemic is very unprecedented and has taught me a lot about life. For me, especially, it's taught me to appreciate my family.
After the teens did their final question with the selection committee, then it was a final look. I loved that they showed all the previous Miss Teen USAs who won before they announced her of their crowning moment. In placement order.
The fourth runner-up for Miss Teen USA 2020 is Louisiana.
The third runner-up is Nebraska.
The second runner-up is Georgia.
The final two are Oregon and Hawaii. I loved Oregon. I thought Oregon did an amazing job. I thought she would have been a wonderful representative of Miss Teen USA. And Hawaii, she was very, very well. I really wanted Oregon, but I do think it cost her with her onstage question, and I think this also was something that might have happened in her personal interview. She might have not been the greatest speaker, and I think that's where she placed as the first runner-up, and then Hawaii won. Hawaii's reaction, very cute, very priceless, and this will go with all the other ladies who have won before her.
The winner of Miss Teen USA 2020. Congratulations to Hawaii! First walk as Miss Teen USA.
So there it is, Miss Teen USA.